2-0 versus Terran undefeated, but of course, because there's not so many Terrans, he hasn't had so much experience, but
yeah,
I can tell you this guy is very, very good in the matchup. Just like I feel like every person here is going to be good in the matchup. Maybe not their best matchup, but they're just like so good in general as a player that they're going to be good in the matchup. It's crazy.
Like crazy practice partners for each player.
Yeah, that too. I mean, looking at KT and SKT, two of the best teams on top right now. They have arguably the best players for either team, and these guys have been preparing so much for this big match. Over here we have TY, probably the best win ratio of all time here at Pro League so far for 2014. Right now 13-3, 7-2 versus Protoss. Now this guy was the Protoss killer basically for a while as a Terran. Yes. He lost a couple games, but he's still one of the best in that TVP matchup.
Terran definitely struggled a lot against Protoss in the early stages too, so it's really impressive that he kept such a good score.
Yeah, he's the guy that just said no in the face of all the balance wine and anything like that. Here we go, guys. We're going right into TY versus PartinG. It's going to be a crazy matchup here with Brandon and Moonglade.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top left on this map, of course, in the orange for SK Telecom is PartinG.
Oh, and the bottom center, we have the player Ty.
Wearing that red jacket for KT. We're going to go straight into this PvP to start things off. It's going to be a pretty good matchup here. We have a look right now at PartinG throwing down that pylon. And look at this. In the crowd is Scarlet.
Oh, wow. Menry, you owe us someone some money.
Menry, you got to get on that. I don't know who that is, but you better pay that guy back or he's going to be
seriously
making some more angry fan signs.
Yeah, he's going to have to come to career again.
As you guys do see here, the record so far for PartinG versus TY, and just looking at Heart of the Swarm, even 3-1. It's pretty impressive. TY is definitely going to be looking to get his revenge here. Then on merry-go-round, KT actually undefeated on this map. TY taking one of those wins.
Wow. Pretty new map there, so not too many stats to it.
Yeah.
Very standard opening from both players so far. Though, granted, looks like Ty is kind of saving up quite a lot of minerals. We might be seeing a CC first here.
Yeah, looks like that's what we're going to see. He's going to send down the SCV here, make that CC on the low ground. Not going to be scared to do that. It's pretty risky economic build to go right out the gate here, but that's the kind of play you have to do when you're in this important match.
Absolutely.
You got to start getting these little advantages.
Definitely fortunate that the probe scout didn't go straight to his natural first. So he will have a bit of time building it before any probe harass comes.
Yeah, that's definitely true. PartinG, a guy known to be super aggressive in basically all matchups, so could see him go aggressive here once he realizes. We're going to have to see exactly what his response to this is. Maybe throw down a couple of gates and try to go aggressive, but we'll see.
Too early to tell just yet, but yeah, we only see one gas so far for PartinG. Could be anything right now. 2 barracks going up for Ty. So very standard kind of CC opening.
Yeah. Just going to throw it down first, throw down the 2 barracks. You need those Marines to come out really quickly. You need those units to defend for when you go CC first. Now PartinG, he does take only 1 gas, like you mentioned. And he's banking some with that only 1 gas, and he's going to start that second one. But he does have enough minerals here because he only took 1 gas early to throw down that Nexus after the Cybernetics Core.
Looks like, yeah, he's going to go straight into a fast stalker, kind of shut down the SCV scout, get some more map control, kind of just make sure the Terran is stuck in his base with not much information. But the Terran Ty has scouted that there will be a Nexus also, so not too much aggression coming out just yet.
Yeah.
And we'll go sort of slowly into a bit more of a mid-game. Oh, but we see
a young kid with his mother here watching StarCraft. That mother is doing right by the son.
Oh, yes, that's a good mother. And we see a Twilight counter going up, so we could be possibly seeing like a Blink Stalker.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. This would be so parting, actually.
And this is a great map for Blink Stalkers. I mean, look where the ramp is, and just above the ramp, you know, it's a great ability to harass on this map.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely something we can see at a parting. We don't have the Forge just yet, but there's the Blink right away.
Straight away.
Could be a bit of just a faster Blink timing here, as we don't see the Forge. Maybe not going to go for that +2 with Blink that we used to see at the beginnings of round 1.
Yeah, it could be a very, very aggressive one. Looks like Ty is kind of pushing out on the map, kind of search for any sort of pylons. Going to find this free probe. Probe was on patrol, so it had really no hope of escaping.
Yeah. Parting not paying attention there a little bit.
Yeah.
May have been able to save that probe if he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have to see if he sends out another probe here for a forward pylon. I would believe he would do so, because we do have the Blink coming up here. He's adding just 2 more gates so far, but as I say that, adds another one. That's going to be a total of 4 gates. Looks like we're just going to have 4 gate, really aggressive, really fast Blink timing here.
Very fast Blink timing. And yeah, it's going to come really quickly, and we're going to have to see if it's going to be kind of like an all-in. Oh. Marauder gets some shots off, but there is no concussive shells just yet, so he kind of missed his opportunity for the kill there. But the Stalker's getting way too close.
Yeah, thankfully for parting, no concussive shells out there. That is something that happens when you go CC first. The tech is a little bit far behind.
Absolutely.
But I like what TY's doing here. He's going to put on the pressure right now. And he's going to see exactly what kind of units Parting has, but he has to be really careful. If he is this far out on the map and he doesn't know Blink is coming, Parting can micro his Stalkers like crazy. This is what Parting is known for. TY trying to micro for it. He does get 1 Stalker, but I have to say, a lot of these units are going to be picked off, but TY doing a great job. Nice micro. Is going to take out 2 of those.
That was absolutely amazing for Ty. Picking off those Stalkers, seeing more Stalkers warp in, he must know something's up. He must know that there's going to be a Blink timing. Yeah. And as that happens, bunkers go down on the high ramp as well as on the low ramp. So Ty is getting into a position he's going to be very ready for it. But at the same time, the Blink Stalkers are coming, so he has to make a move pretty quickly. He's got to be on top of his defense, or they're going to get into the main base and start doing a lot of damage.
TY, you know, he is reading this 100%. Like you said, it was so good, not just in the fact that he picked off 2 Stalkers, but the scouting information he got from that. Now he's going to be totally prepared. He's going to have a ton of bunkers here and have a ton of units as well, but we've seen turns fall to the still before, so we're going to have to see how good the micro is out of Parting. He's going to start picking off some of these SUVs first. Now he's going to start the Blink Ranko back. Does go a little bit too far forward, loses 1 Stalker, but he does have those 4 gateways, and he's going to continue warping those guys in.
Trading shields for SEVs, so very effective micro, but definitely something, it's not enough damage to really be too worried about. He's really going to have to find some hope. And right here, it might be just enough. He's going to get rid of some more SEVs, but there's just too much from Ty's army.
Yeah, Ty is having a lot of time here to build a significant army. And he even has the Widow Mines on top, where Parting could possibly blink in, so he has to be careful. But I love this out of Parting, actually. He's putting on so much aggression, and behind it, he's going to expand. He's not going to commit to this at all.
Absolutely.
And that SCV, funnily enough. Oh. Those are some Parting force fields if I ever saw them.
Yeah, that was that was pretty cute. But yeah, definitely has to transition from this. Stim is out now, so he's going to get pushed back. And I think Ty has realized that it's simply just been pressure and that nothing's really been done by the Blink, so Parting's really had to transition into something else. And it looks like it's going to be Colossus tech. And it's a great tech to start on at the very least.
Yeah, here comes another drop in here. The Widow Mines are dropped. Does he not notice? Oh my God! Oh my God, so many probes going down!
That was a lot. That's 6 kills on the one still burrowed. I have no idea how many the other one had.
And now TY's pushing across the map. Some of these Stalkers get caught out here. Still no Blink. Parting's trying to micro in the main base, trying not to lose more probes, and he's not paying attention to his Stalkers in the middle of the map.
Oh my God. That was 14 probes killed by those 2 Widow Mine shots.
Parting, he was in such a good position. He had his third base up so far ahead of TY. And he had the significant tech advantage as well. He was transitioning into those Colossi.
He just completely got caught off guard by that. And that was such a game-changing amount of damage.
Yeah.
And that really put Tybe right back in this.
He was up 15 probes if I counted it before, because he was killing so many SCVs that were trying to repair the bunkers, and he was putting on so much pressure. He was forcing TY to cut some of those workers, and behind it, even though he wasn't being super aggressive, he was just getting a bunch of his economy back up at home. So he was in a great position. But with that, TY evens himself up right away.
Brings it back completely, and I don't think he's scouted the tech just yet. It's really important for Terrence to find out whether it's going to be Storm or is it going to be Colossus. And without that, for sure, you can't have like a really decent counter ready for it. But he's going to be poking, trying to find out what's exactly going on. And he's going to see that first Colossus whenever they engage, and he'll have a fair idea and have to start making some Vikings.
Yep, still no Vikings out here, but look at this. He's going to go for the snipe on the Nexus. No, decides not to. Photon Overcharge comes on there, and he's forced to back off. He knows these Stalkers have the blink, and he can hard engage here.
Oh, has to be very careful.
Yeah. This match, I have to say, with the energy in the crowd right now, like, it is such on a knife's edge. Both of these players are obviously showing a little bit of nerves here.
This is a big crowd to play in front of.
Yeah. It's definitely factoring into the play.
And this is such an important match. It's a match for first place. So nerves are on the line. A lot of stress.
Oh boy, a blink forward catches a medevac, and the force fields coming out of PartinG. Again, just more PartinG force fields here. TY tries to come around the other side, trying to distract it, but PartinG now, after making some mistakes there in the mid game, he is on top of his micro now. He is on top of his multitasking.
He is really shutting down every avenue of harass, essentially. And he's looking so good for the mid game. Ty's third isn't even down yet, and he's building refineries on a base that he's not going to be landing at, which is kind of strange, but I can understand that this Colossus push is coming, and he cannot defend it from that position.
Yeah, 100%. That's what he's trying to do. He knows that he can't defend that one. But here's the push, like you were saying, and I'm not sure if TY is going to be ready for this. He's kind of trying to take out this pylon over here, and a blink forward catches 2 medevacs, and this CC is going to go down for free, it looks like. Oh, man.
Wow, so one-sided. It's amazing how commanding PartinG is in such of a lead after losing 14 probes like that for nothing.
Yep.
He's bringing it back, and he's going to be doing this Colossus push, and it could very well end it right here.
There are 2 Vikings right now in the air, and 3 Colossi, and so many Blink Stalkers. The force fields go down in the bunkers. There is no repair. He's trying to drop behind the Colossi, but it just looks like there's not enough here for TY. PartinG is going to push forward and probably take this first game.
Wow. Unbelievable how one-sided that was. Such brilliant play from PartinG. And I think this will be GG any second now.
Yeah, he's pulled off these probes off the line, and there's the GG. Matter Nexus is coming in, but it's not needed. PartinG is going to take the lead here in Game 1 for SK Telecom.
And those Vikings just came way too late. Ty really had to find out what kind of tech it was going to be. And he just didn't see the Robotech until Colossus were out and the push was ready.
Yeah. I have to say, like, that little harass he did with the Widow Mines, it got him closer to being equal with PartinG, but I have to say, PartinG had the 3 Nexuses down with the Chrono Boost. He had the Colossi coming out. TY had no idea. He had still not even begun his CC. And even after he did, he was never able to land it. His harass there after the Widow Mine drop there was pretty lackluster. He did almost no damage. Actually, PartinG doing more damage to TY.
Absolutely. He got completely shut down. Like, PartinG was just in every place needed to be to really shut down the any sort of harass, which is really what Terran is banking on to buy them time to get enough Vikings to stop that Colossus push.
Yeah. I just got to look at Sojung. Of course, everybody knows her as TY's biggest fan in the crowd. She's definitely not happy about this one.